dream come true. It's what I committed to Emporia for. I knew they had a great program, great men's team, and they had qualified for nationals every year. So I've been looking forward to my chance to qualify and help the team. Our goals are to run another 309, hopefully 308. It's going to be a battle. The top 7 spots are all really close, so it's going to be an uphill battle to make the finals, but I think we're up for the challenge. I'm definitely looking forward to the challenge. Like, it's something you dream of, like watching track meets on TV with the best talent, and now finally getting to go compete against them. It's just something I've been dreaming of. A good competition will bring out the best in everybody. I think we'll go out there and compete with them and show them what we're made of.
It means a lot because that'll be my 7th time going. I think that's a pretty good career I'd have, and my goal was to make it 8, and I think 7 is pretty good. I would say because we have 2 rookies, 2 young guys, and kind of puts like a little chip on our shoulder because we want to prove to the country that we can come and perform at the national meet. Even we're missing Tayshawn, our best guy, and Duke, one of our best guys as well. We think we can break that record again if we can everyone do their best that day, and we definitely want to make finals and come on with some hardware. I'm definitely trying to tell Hayden and Brandon things that I wish I knew at big meets or things that I should have done differently, and definitely like give them some tips.
It means a lot. I was just thinking about this the other day, like what better way to start off my collegiate track career than by qualifying for nationals on the 4x4 with a great group of guys. I think it's going to really help me down the road experience-wise, so I'm really excited. It means a lot. It's definitely pushed me and helped me a lot in just becoming a better all-around athlete, and as well as like just knowing the sport of track and just being a better athlete all around. Once I got done with high school, I focused on just my training in the summer and fall, and when I got here, I just let the pieces kind of fall into place, and this is where it turned out to be, and I'm really grateful for that. So coaching for sure. Coach Blocker, great coach. He has tons of experience, and he knows what to do with his athletes, where their strong points are, and also just the athletes that come in here. They all have the same attitude. They want to be here and get better every day, so that has a huge part of it for sure.
It's exciting, we work hard to get to a national meet every year, go up to compete against the best of the best and prove that you belong, so it's exciting. We're ready to run. Anytime you get to a national meet, obviously it's a successful thing to get there, but once you're there, anything can happen, and you want to make the final. That's the ultimate goal, is to make the final, score points for your team, get on the podium, get All-American status, and I'm going in ranked pretty low, but last year I went in ranked kind of high and didn't come out on top, and this year I feel like I'm one of the best 400-meter runners in the country, and I just got to go out there and prove it and run fast and compete against the guys that are out there. I just feel like we all just got to run what we're capable of and just run to our competition. Coach talks about, each guy just doing their job and just getting the stick around and competing against that guy next to you. If you beat the guy next to you, you're going to run fast, you're going to beat some teams, and the times will speak for themselves, and you're going to do well. So just competing hard and going out there and giving it your best. A lot of it is just maturity. Going from a young guy, I used to get really nervous at a lot of meets. I used to really psych myself out and get kind of scared to go up and run at these big meets. But now that I've been around the block a few times, I kind of go into it with a different viewpoint and really just go there and do what I need to do and just be ready to go, run fast. I was surprised a little bit. This year the 400 is really fast. Last year I ran like 46.90 and went in ranked 7th or 8th, and this year 46.90 is like 13th. So there's a pretty big difference in times, but, at the end of the day, anything can happen in the national meet. You just got to go out there and run your best. And, if I run a lifetime's best, I run a lifetime best and make the final. You never know what's going to happen. Anytime you go out there kind of as the underdog, you'd have nothing to lose. So you go out there and just lay it all on the track. And if you come out and beat one guy, you beat one guy. If you beat 20 guys, you beat 20. So it's exciting.
I think Blocker's definitely gotten me to peak at the right time. We've had to take a lot of rest, unfortunately, with injuries, but I definitely think I'm ready to go. For this nationals meet, I really just want to hit PRs. It's kind of a goal if it's just in one event. If it's in all 7, I just kind of want to shoot to get improvements with it being my last one and to really just enjoy it. Career's coming to an end, so I want to see if I can put one last good one together. It's a dream come true. I didn't ever think I would really be in this position. So the outdoor season was a little rocky, so I didn't even know if I would get to be in this position. And so to see that actually come together and happen, it's a special thing. And to know that my last meet ever is going to be amongst the best athletes, it's an exciting thing. I think really with the marks, it also came like the mental aspects. I had to just a lot of the little things, getting the sleep, the proper nutrition, positive self-talk. There's so many little things that come into it. It's not just practicing hard outside, but it's what you do outside of practice that I think I've really also developed Long jump was tough. I knew it was going to be with my foot. The jumps are just going to be hard from now on. I kind of know that going into nationals. But so I kind of knew, I was like, you got to get it in the events that you can. So with Jav coming up, I knew if I had gotten my mark out a little bit farther, I had more momentum going in. So I was like, if I can hit a big one, I know my 8's good enough to hit that top. So that was like the motivation going into that, knowing that the jumps will be what it will be, and to try and hit good marks on the events that I know I can do.
It means a lot, knowing that I was the first one out last year, so I worked really hard to try and secure my spot this year. Basically the same I set my first time going, just trying to go out there, compete as best as I can, and try to make the finals. I wish I would have at least hit 6 meters this season, but considering I'm only 5 centimeters away, and we had some pretty bad weather this season, and it's going to be warmer in Texas, so I'm pretty sure I can jump that 6 meters there. It's really nice having Bree there, so I'm not by myself and like the only girl surrounded by a bunch of guys. But it is a little hard to be motivated. Like you said, there's no school, so we're kind of lounging around until 2 o'clock when we have to come to practice. Nice to have warm weather, but we're not really used to the Texas heat, so I know that's probably going to zap us a little bit, but it will be nice to compete in some warm weather.
You know, they're fighters. They're really fun to coach. Great people, great personalities, and we really enjoy, I think, each other's company. So that should be a lot of fun. I think they can. I mean, you know, we go into it obviously optimistic, but I think they've been in this situation before. You know, these guys, especially Parker and Luke, they've been here in terms of they've had their backs against the wall in the relay before, going all the way back to 2016, and they tend to perform really well at this meet, and they can get the job done. So with their leadership, they'll do real well. Jazmin and Bree have both been here, so I think that they're capable of putting up some good marks. You know, all the cliches in the coaching book. They do the little things right. They're coachable, very coachable. You know, they enjoy the process. I think that's probably the biggest thing that jumps out at me is they love being together. They love being at practice. We have good coach-athlete relationship. They do everything I ask them to do, and I tell them, you know, I'm a pretty decent coach when you listen to me, you know, kind of a thing, and they listen. And so those are the things that jump out at me that really separates them. So they're a pretty special group.